Have you ever walked by a river and wondered what stories it could tell? In the old city of Hyderabad, right on the southern bank of the Musi River, stands a very special place. This place is called the SALAR Jung Museum. It is not just any building, it is a house full of treasures from long ago. Imagine a home so big that it holds secrets and beauties from all over the world. This museum is one of the 3 largest in all of India, a country filled with history. It is a place where every object has a story, waiting patiently for someone like you to come and listen. It is a quiet world, away from the busy streets outside, where time seems to stand still. The museum looks grand and inviting from the outside, with its large arches and wide steps. It feels like stepping into a different time, a different era. As you walk closer, you can almost hear the faint echoes of the past. The air itself feels different, filled with a sense of wonder and curiosity. What mysteries are kept inside these walls? What marvels will you find in its many rooms? The SALAR Jung Museum is more than just a collection of old things. It is a journey. It is a journey across oceans and through centuries, all within the cool, quiet halls of this magnificent building by the river. It promises an adventure for the eyes and the soul. Many people visit Hyderabad to see its famous biryani or the tall Charminar. But the SALAR Jung Museum holds a different kind of magic. It is a silent storyteller. It doesn't shout its tales, but whispers them through the things it keeps safe. There are paintings that show you faces from hundreds of years ago, and there are clocks that have ticked away countless hours. Each room you enter is like opening a new chapter in a very old and beautiful book. The museum is a treasure trove, a box of jewels collected not for their price, but for the stories they hold and the history they represent. It's a place to get lost in the best possible way. So when you think of museums, don't just think of dusty old objects behind glass. Think of them as time machines. The SALAR Jung Museum is one of the grandest time machines you will ever find. It takes you on a trip to see the skills of artists from India, the grace of European sculptures, and the intricate designs from the Far East. You can travel the world without ever leaving the city of Hyderabad. It is a place for dreamers, for the curious, and for anyone who loves a good story. And believe me, this museum has thousands of stories to share with you, each one more fascinating than the last. Every great collection has a great collector behind it. The story of the SALAR Jung Museum is really the story of one man. His name was Nawab Mir Yusuf Ali Khan, but he was famously known as SALAR Jung III. He was the Prime Minister of the 7th Nizam of Hyderabad, a very important man indeed. But his true passion was not in politics. His heart was in art and history. For 35 long years, he spent his life and a large part of his fortune traveling the world. He was not looking for power or fame. He was looking for beautiful and unique things to bring back home. He was a quiet man with a big dream. Imagine a man who loves stories so much that he wants to own the objects that tell them. That was SALAR Jung III. He would travel to faraway lands in Europe and Asia, searching for treasures. He bought paintings from England, porcelain from China, carpets from Persia, and statues from Italy. He didn't just collect things. He chose each piece with great care and love. His home, the Diwan Deodi Palace, slowly filled up with these wonderful finds. It became a museum in itself, a personal world of beauty that he had created piece by piece. His collection was his life's work, a testament to his incredible taste and his love for all things beautiful. For over 3 decades, from when he was a young man until he passed away, his passion never faded. He would read books about art and history, learning about the things he wanted to find. He would talk to experts and dealers, always searching for that one special item that would complete a part of his collection. The people of Hyderabad would hear stories about the amazing things inside his palace. It was a private world, a wonderland known only to a few. He never married and had no children. His collection was his family. It was his legacy, the gift he was unknowingly preparing to give to the world. When SALAR Jung III passed away in 1949, he left behind this enormous and priceless collection. What would happen to all these treasures? The government of India realized how important this collection was. It was too precious to be kept hidden away. So in 1951, the collection was opened to the public as a museum within the Dewan Dayodi Palace itself. Later, it was moved to the new building where it stands today. Because of one man's lifelong passion, we now have this incredible museum. We can all see the world through his eyes and share in the joy he must have felt with every new discovery. Walking into the SALAR JUNG Museum is like stepping into a maze of wonders. The museum is huge, with 2 floors and a total of 38 different galleries. Each gallery is like a separate room in a palace, dedicated to a different part of the world or a different kind of art. You can spend a whole day here and still feel like you have only seen a small part of it. There are galleries for Indian art, where you can see miniature paintings and ancient sculptures. Then you can walk into another gallery and find yourself surrounded by beautiful blue and white porcelain from China, or delicate jade carvings from the Far East. The museum's collection is a beautiful mix of East and West. One moment you might be looking at the mighty swords of Indian emperors like Aurangzeb and Tipu Sultan, their sharp edges still gleaming under the lights. These weapons tell tales of great battles and powerful rulers. In the next room, you might find yourself in a European gallery, surrounded by oil paintings of lords and ladies in their fine clothes. This mix is what makes the museum so special. It shows that art and beauty have no borders. A beautiful thing is beautiful no matter where it comes from, whether it is a tiny jade cup from China or a grand portrait from France. One of the most famous treasures in the entire museum is a marble statue called the Veiled Rebecca. It was made by an Italian sculptor named Giovanni Maria Benzoni. When you look at it, you will be amazed. It is a statue of a woman with a thin veil over her face. The marble is carved so skillfully that the veil looks like real transparent cloth. You can almost see her face through it. People stand in front of this statue for a long time, just wondering how a hard piece of stone could be made to look so soft and delicate. It is a true masterpiece and a testament to the artist's incredible talent. But the wonders do not stop there. The museum has a special gallery just for clocks, and in this gallery, there is a very famous musical clock from England. Every hour, on the hour, a small door on the clock opens. A tiny toy figure of a watchman comes out, strikes a bell, and then goes back inside. People gather around the clock every hour to watch this little show. It is a simple thing, but it brings a smile to everyone's face. The museum is full of such surprises. It has one of the world's richest collections of rare Arabic and Persian manuscripts, beautiful handwritten books with golden letters, telling stories of science, poetry, and history. Why is the SALAR JUNG Museum such an important and exciting place to visit? It is because it is more than just a building with old things inside. It is a bridge that connects us to our past. It shows us how people lived, what they thought was beautiful, and what they created with their hands. Each object, whether it is a jeweled dagger, a silk carpet, or a handwritten book, is a whisper from another time. It tells us that people long ago also loved beauty, told stories, and wanted to leave something of themselves behind. The museum keeps these whispers alive for us to hear. The sheer size and variety of the collection are breathtaking. Imagine one person, SALAR JUNG III, gathering all these things. It shows us the power of a single person's passion. He did not build an army or a kingdom. He built a world of art. This museum is his gift to all of us. It teaches us to appreciate the art and culture of not just our own country, but of countries all over the world. It opens our minds and shows us that there is beauty everywhere, in every culture. It is a place where you can learn so much without ever feeling like you are in a classroom. The lessons are in the colors of the paintings and the shapes of the sculptures. Visiting the SALAR JUNG Museum is an adventure for the imagination. You can pretend you are a king looking at your treasury, or an explorer discovering a lost city. You can imagine the artist who painted a tiny, detailed picture, or the sculptor who spent years carving a single block of marble. It is a place that inspires curiosity. You might see a strange-looking instrument and wonder what music it made. You might see an old map and wonder about the places it shows. The museum encourages you to ask questions, to wonder, and to dream. It is a place that feeds your mind and your spirit. So the next time you're in Hyderabad, Or if you are looking for a place to explore, remember the SALAR Jung Museum. It stands proudly by the river, holding within its walls a universe of stories. It is a tribute to one man's love for art and a treasure for the entire nation. It is a place where history is not just read in books, but is seen, felt, and experienced. Go and walk through its quiet halls, listen to the whispers of the past, and let the magic of this incredible place fill you with wonder. It is an experience you will remember for a very long time, a journey you will want to take again and again.